time that we've been here in the mall. We've been hearing from many different people. We've been talking about many communities of style. And communities of style, we mean people who approach their dress from the point of view of their interests, their faith, the regions that they come from, their occupations, and these are such important aspects of dress. Our program, this is the Folklife Festival, is an initiative of the Center for Folklife and Cultural Heritage, part of the Smithsonian, and the National Park Service. This program, the Will to Adorn, is the result of a great partnership. The partnership within the Smithsonian and partnerships outside of the Smithsonian. And today, I want to say that the funding, we have funding from the Assistant Secretary of Education, from the National Museum of African American History and Culture, from AARP, and from many other sponsors. It's a great way that your federal funds, your taxpayer dollars, a great use of your taxpayer dollars, but the initiative and the program has important partnerships from the National Museum of African Art. And so we have the privilege and pleasure today of welcoming Dr. Janetta Beck-Cole, who is the incredible, dynamic, fantastic director of the museum. And how many people have been there recently? Okay, well, all hands should go up because the programs of the exhibitions have just been spectacular. Earth Matters is the current exhibition, and I'm hoping that Dr. Cole will mention that too. Dr. Cole, as you know, as many of you may know, was the president of Bennett College. Before that, she was, and still is, a renowned anthropologist who has done much work on the African continent. She was then the first African American woman president of Spelman College. But we at the Smithsonian are so pleased to have her here at the museum. And so we want to introduce Dr. Cole to you. Dr. Janetta Beck-Cole.
Thank you. Welcome to today's runway show, which I assure you will rock. This, as you know from my colleague, Dr. Diana Njai, is very much a part of the Will to Adorn happening at the Folklife Festival. Today, all of the models that will parade these exceptional African outfits are docents at the National Museum of African Art. There's one exception, and that is we have one honorary docent, that is Chuck Ludlam, who is married to a wonderful docent. Now, what is a docent? A docent is a necessity. It is a wonderful volunteer, a woman or a man who is passionately in love with what a museum presents. But love must be combined with knowledge. And so our docents go through a very rigorous training so that when you, our treasured visitors, come to the National Museum of African Art, they are able to both instruct and to inspire you. They go through 40 hours of gallery or outreach training and 20 hours of in-service activities. If you're interested, please see one of the docents afterwards, because you may decide you can't continue to live happily without signing up, going through the rigorous course, and becoming a docent at the National Museum of African Art. The models who will shortly present these extraordinary outfits, I want you to know that they are among the 40 docents at our museum, a quarter of whom have lived in at least one African country. We first began our docent program in the 1970s. We could not continue to do what we do without our docents. So, sisters and a brother docent, if you are ready, we will begin. Our very first presenter. We're so happy for you now to meet Akua Kugate. She is wearing a contemporary two-piece jacket and wrapper business dress attire. It is accentuating an adinkra. Adinkras are symbols of the Asante or Ashanti people. Each adinkra has a meaning. Many of you know of Sankofa, the bird with its neck back across its body, saying, look back in order to go forward. Or as the old people would say, you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. Now, Akua, please show the adinkra pointed out in your outfits. It is the diname, which means God is omnipotent. An incredible business outfit from Ghana, designed by Afia Nsongbonsu, who is from the metropolitan DC area. Thank you, Akua. Now we present Paula Hershaw. Paula, who is a docent extraordinaire. She has given so many years of leadership to our docents. This two-piece hand-dyed jacket dress ensemble was designed by a committee of villagers who were friends of Paula and her husband, Chuck, when they were Peace Corps volunteers in Senegal. The friends wanted Paula to look her best when she and Chuck testified on Peace Corps reform before the Senate Committee on Foreign Relations in Washington. Appearance is very important in the Wolof culture of Senegal. You're supposed to look your best from head to toe, because what you wear not only shows that you respect yourself, but you respect those who are looking at you. Once the outfit was designed, Paula took her fabric, which is a tie-dye cotton imported from Mali in West Africa. She took it to her favorite local tailor, Ibrahim, who created this just like that in a day or two. Thank you, Paula. Our honorary made by his tailor in a village where he and Paula again served as Peace Corps volunteers. Boobas are ubiquitous in West Africa. The word is French. It means a very generous amount of cloth. These robes are worn for both formal and informal events, and they often feature a degree of embroidery. Chuck had this particular outfit made when he and Paula testified before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee in 2007. They testified in favor of Peace Corps reform. They wore traditional African clothing. They were probably the first individuals in the history of the Congress, having witnesses to wear traditional clothing. They were also the first Peace Corps volunteers to ever testify while they were in service. The subcommittee chairman, Senator Chris Dodd, certainly applauded their attire and said to Chuck, "Looks like the Senegalese Chamber of Commerce must have outfitted you." Thank you, Chuck. Coming forth now is our wonderful docent, Candace Laurent. Candace is wearing a blue, white, indigo tunic with slacks designed by a world-renowned designer from Burkina Faso. Bateo is the name. This designer has boutiques in 8 African countries. The clientele for this designer, many heads of state, celebrities like Papa Wembe. He is celebrated for his insistence on the use of African fabrics in his design. This type of design, and it's African casual, can be used for office wear. The necklace that Candace is wearing is cowrie shells. As many of you know, cowrie shells, a symbol of wealth, once used as currency in West Africa. The cowrie shell necklace and earrings were designed by Christine Laurent and purchased in her boutique in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Thank you, Candace. Coming forth now, get ready. Margie Bates is wearing a mud cloth evening dress. It was both designed and made in Ghana on the west coast of Africa. She has accented this incredibly fabulous dress with a head wrap of mud cloth, and you will notice cowrie shells are streaming down from that head wrap. Thank you, Margie. Judy Smith, another of our fabulous docents. I want you to know Judy has been a docent at the National Museum of African Art for 8 whole years. Before coming to Does Judy know something about Africa? Yeah. Although she is a seasoned docent, familiar with all of the many materials in our collection, Judy has a particular passion for textiles. This is an indigo cotton dress, hand-dyed in Guinea, but made in Dakar. Interestingly, the cloth was a gift to Judy from the president, not of Ghana, but of Côte d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast. But it was made by a high fashion designer, not in Côte d'Ivoire, not in Ghana, but in Dakar, Senegal. And this to me is such a representation of the flow of African design, art, and culture across borders. The dress ties on one shoulder, simulating the kente cloth robes, which you associate with being worn by Akan chiefs, who will so ceremonially begin to unwrap and wrap themselves again. This outfit is fully lined and features a very interesting slip in the back. Of course, Judy took a piece of kente just to accent the head. Thank you so much, Judy, for sharing that outfit. Teresa, come again to us. There you are, in a very wonderful, casual, sporty outfit. Once again, one of the most well-known design forms in Africa, the Grand Bouba. It is from Niger. Teresa acquired this, are you ready? 1974 to 75. Good textiles don't die. This she acquired when she was living in Agate in the north, but she purchased it in the market in the capital city of Niamey. The pants are suitable as a casual home outfit. Depending on how you feel, you could even use them as your PJs. The necklace that Teresa is wearing was made in Brazil. It's really intriguing. Made in Brazil after the movie Hugo was made as a tribute of Voyage à la Lune by French filmmaker Georges Méliès. The necklace consists of two round black jade stones with small clockworks glued onto it. One of Teresa's fellowette docents, whom you have met, Judy Smith, remarked that this necklace looks like a Luba memory board. These docents get so into African art and the peoples of Africa that you get these comments from each other. The earrings are in green malachite. You look highly relaxed and very beautiful. Thank you, Teresa. Come again. Mi hermana, Annette. Annette is wearing a Ghanaian batik. As many of you know, batik is an ancient handmade fabric art. cotton is painted and stamped with wax and dye. Then the cloth goes through multiple dippings in different vats, which transform the cloth, tinting it with color and revealing different patterns of design. Visuals in the wax give patterns that crack look, which is highly characteristic of the piece. This princess-style peplum top incorporates batik patterns with cowrie shells. Go down a little bit and then so folks can see it closely again. Walk down. With cowrie shells as you look at the cloth and flower-like patterns. Subtle differences in colors show the complex dyeing process involved in making batik. Nicely accented with purple slacks and beautiful jewelry. Thank you, Adele. Aha, once again, get ye all these. Come forward. If Getty is wearing Ero and Buba, you saw her first in an Igbo outfit, the people of Eastern Nigeria. Now you see her in a Yoruba outfit from peoples of Western Nigeria. Nkechi is wearing white lace, gorgeous white lace, her gele, her head wrap, and her ivorum, the silver and purple piece on her shoulder, repeated in the gele on her head. All of this gorgeous material is woven by men on a very narrow loom. This is formal wear. This is not get up, go round and round every day. Up and worn on very formal and important occasions. A wedding, a naming ceremony of a new child, perhaps a very special church service. And Catchy, you are exquisite! Are you there, Sister Helen? You have put together a very easy to wear blue indigo dress, complemented by sandals, but you decided to make it just a little more dashing by a gorgeous gele. The head wrap. Helen is wearing an outfit from Ghana on the west coast of Africa, that country you associate with its colonial given name of the Gold Coast, but hopefully you also associate it with its independence in 1957 under Kwame Nkrumah, the first country other than Ethiopia to be a free nation in Africa. Interestingly, Helen has put coral on her left hand, coral, a bead, a stone you will often see on the west coast of Africa and very often associated with royalty. Come again, Akura. This time in a three-piece ensemble. for Peace Corps volunteers. Made again from basin of fine cotton cloth that is dyed by hand in a process called milk, and then waxed to make it slightly stiff and resistant to wrinkling. The skirt is wonderfully accented by the same design as the jacket. Paula chose sandals with this outfit and very enticing dangling earrings. Thank you, Paula. If Paula was out there, you knew Chuck would not be far behind. Here is Chuck Ludlam. He's wearing a Nigerian agbada. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4-piece outfit worn by the Yoruba of southwest Nigeria. You see the large, free-flowing outer robe, the awosoke. You see an undervest, awodele. You see the long trousers, sokoto, and you see a hat, vila. The outfit, ambada, in Yoruba means voluminous attire. No skimping here. The bigger the robe, the more direct, the more decorative the embroidery, the higher the prestige and authority associated with it. It is thought that this attire actually originated in the Middle East and was introduced into Africa by Berber and Arab merchants from the desert area, especially among the Tauric people in about the 11th century. But it became very popular in the ancient kingdoms of Ghana, Mali, Songhai, Bornu, and Kenya, as well as in the Hausa states of northern Nigeria. How a man wears this outfit is very important. If he dares to wear it and it's too large for him, it is likened to a snail. It finally runs the risk of being blown off course in a windstorm. But a man wearing a agbada that is too small may be compared to the body type plumage of a gray heron, whose long legs make the feathers seem too small for the bird's height. So careful, make sure your agbada is the right size. This would not be worn every day. Chuck is wearing an outfit worn at weddings, naming ceremonies, funerals, important Muslim festivals. It might be worn at Friday prayer at the mosque. Thank you, Chuck. Candace Laurent, come again. Oh, Candace. In an outfit from the Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire. It is Ivorian honey. It is a tunic with slacks. The material is royal blue with gold geometric patterns. Candace is wearing a necklace and earring set made by a local Ivorian jeweler. The fabric West African fabric. She purchased it at Wooden on Rue de Commerce, which is at the very pulse, the very center of Abidjan's fabric shops. The ensemble was made by Raphael Denissier, a local Ivorian designer. The jewelry consists of the golden stools, which you may associate correctly a symbol of Ashanti or Ashanti, some say royalty. The necklace and the earrings were made by a local jeweler from Côte d'Ivoire. She purchased them in the Maori quarter of Abidjan. Candace lived and worked in Côte d'Ivoire for 8 years. She has traveled and worked in more than 17 African countries. And now she works as a volunteer at the Smithsonian National Museum of African Art. Thank you, Candace. Margie, are you there? Margie in her third fabulous outfit. This is a periwinkle print dress, matching jacket. It is based on the wax batik method of tie-dyeing that is particular to the West African country of Ghana. The basic fabric is white, woven in a pattern, and then tie-dyed. I want you to look closely at the woven pattern of the fabric. Margie, open up that jacket and just spread it out so folks can see. Because once again, on the jacket and her dress, you are seeing Jiname, one of the very well-known Adinka symbols that means God is omnipotent. Of course, Margie decided to complement the entire outfit with a purple beret on her head and some very interesting, very intriguing jewelry. Thank you, Margie. Now, what is Judy going to come out with now? What an outfit. You remember that Judy has this passion for textiles. What is she wearing now? An original silk screen cotton print in red and blue, made by Ashia Fabrics in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. It is a two-piece dress, a fitted skirt, a loose top with large puff sleeves. You will notice that the front features loops and covered buttons. What many of us wear who have the will to adorn is African fabrics, but made in styles that we feel we're comfortable in business environments. Here's a perfect example. Thank you, Judy. Teresa Stammer. Here is an outfit bought by Teresa on the Grand Marché in Dakar, Senegal. She bought this material in 1999. remember much about the design, but she's thinking that it's probably inspired by an ancient script. The gold design is on a dark indigo purple background, which is not very visible from a distance, but as you come close, the gold design is like a magnet drawing you to this outfit. The necklace is to die for. Earrings and rings, all from an African designer shop in Paris. Biche de Bear, that unfortunately went out of business, but what a gorgeous compliment to an outfit. Thank you, Teresa. And then, come in your third outfit. Once again, Ghanaian batik. Very casual pants that have a geometric design in two coordinating colors. A solid top in wonderful womanist color purple, and jacket. Still love those beads, a sort of amethyst, is it? Bead that just pops it, don't go yet. Because this kind of outfit is being sold not just on the African continent, but African designers now are so popular around the world that you can buy their designs all over the world, including in the marketplace at the Folklife Festival.
That's right.
Thank you, Annette. And helping us to bring closure. Wow. Look at the Getchi Holy. This outfit is so stunning, so fabulous, so gorgeous. It is referred to as an up and down. It is the traditional wear of Eastern Igbo women for a special occasion. The blouse is made of golden lace. The material for the wrappers, some of us call them lappers, others call them wrappers, red and gold. 2 pieces, and thus the term up and down. The whole outfit she purchased at a local market in eastern Nigeria. I want you to know that this particular fabulous Igbo outfit was worn by Nkechi at her niece's wedding while she was visiting in Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. That, dear folks, we hope has been a visual treat, but showing our will to adorn.
But wait, Dr. Cole, we have one more incredible outfit, and we have someone who sets an incredible standard at the National Museum for African Art, thereby showing her love and her knowledge of the African continent, Dr. Cole herself. Mali, Guinea, and Sierra Leone out of silver, a traditional outfit that is something that is a joy to wonder. We are so pleased to welcome Dr. Janetta Beck-Cole and the docents of the National Museum of African Art, who truly, truly are dress artists and curators of their closets, part of a community of style. Thank you. They have the will to adorn. Dr. Cole, thank you. Docents, thank you. Did well, thank you.